Hey, so we just launched a bunch of killer features in Sybill, and I'm going to walk you through three of them. The first of which is API and MCP access. So we launched this a couple weeks ago, and Sybill customers are connecting Sybill just about everywhere. Now, the most common connection that we're seeing, of course, is to Claude. Now, the reason this matters is because, sure, you can get all of the raw data that Sybill is storing, so all of your call data, email data, CRM data, you can get all of that in Claude. But the more important part is you can get Sybill's reasoning in Claude. So you can have not just that data, but the way that Sybill is thinking about and analyzing that data accessible to you in Claude if that's where you're working. So this is a prompt I ran. I asked Claude to use Sybill to analyze our closed lost deals from the last 12 months and find the top 5 prospects that it's worth re-engaging based on product features that we've shipped in that time, and then to draft re-engagement emails for each. And Claude used Sybill to pull all those accounts that are worth re-engaging. We see the themes across the 3 of them and email copy for them on the right. Now, it's worth noting that I could have done all this in Sybill, but more and more we're seeing sales reps are running their day out of Claude. And so rather than push back on that, we wanted to meet them where they're at. Now, second, let's talk about deck creation in Ask Sybill. Now, something we see a lot is that Sybill users will use Sybill to build a business case or to draft a pricing proposal or to run closed loss analysis, but then they're taking that information and moving it over into a deck. So you can see here that I ran a prompt asking for a win-loss deck covering the last 90 days, and Sybill created one for me. So this is actually a pretty accurate deep dive. Obviously, you wouldn't know it very well if you were not in our deals, but looking at this data, it's a really accurate snapshot of why we win and lose deals and can actually be used for our team. We also have reps using this feature for business cases and other use cases in the sales cycle. Now, lastly, let me show you the Sybill mobile app. Last week, I was at Spring in Austin, and I volunteered Sybill's homepage to get roasted by Anthony Pieri and Rob Kaminsky. Spring has a pretty firm rule around no laptops, but I really wanted to record and capture this meeting, if you will. So I broke out the Sybill mobile app, and you can see that at the top there, it captured that meeting with Rob and Anthony as an advisor call. I can also, from the app, explore all of our team's meetings, ask questions about them, and I can just get a general pulse of what's happening across all of our calls and deals right within the mobile app. All right, that's all I have for you right now, but we have a ton of features that we've recently shipped and a ton that we're shipping this month. So 2 chances for you to learn more. One, next week, we're doing a live walkthrough called What's New in Sybill, where we'll just cover all the newest features from top to bottom. Then a week after that, we're running what we're calling Demo Day, where we'll bring in a few VPs and CROs, where they'll give a live demo of how they actually use Sybill. Links for both those are going to be below. If you have questions about the product, let me know. Chat soon.